Hi there and welcome to the Telly Show. On this week's show, we'll be going through the best TV to look forward to in 2019, and there are a great 12 months in store in the box. There's the final season of Game of Thrones, new seasons of Big Little Lies, Star Trek, Stranger Things, and some great brand new shows to look forward to too. Before that though, here are my TV picks for this week. First up is the return of Tin Star on Sky Atlantic, with the second season of this revenge thriller kicking off on Thursday. It's set in a small Canadian town and stars Tim Roth as a police officer who moved his family there to escape their past, while it also stars Irish actress Genevieve O'Reilly, so look out for her. Season 1 was nail-biting stuff and Season 2 promises more of the same. My second pick is a documentary on Netflix about the infamous Fire Music Festival. If you haven't heard of it, it was this huge luxury music festival organised by rapper Ja Rule and entrepreneur Billy McFarland and set to take place on an island in the Bahamas in 2016. Tickets were crazy expensive. The cheapest was about $4,000, with the most expensive going up as far as $250,000. The festival was sold as the best beach party the world would ever see, except it wasn't. It was a shit show of the highest order, which resulted in prison time for McFarland. So yeah, a mess. And this really, really good documentary tells you how it all went down. Fire, the greatest party that never happened, arrives on Netflix today. As I said earlier, we're going to be going through the best of the box in 2019 with some of the best critics in the country. I honestly don't know how I got these guys to do the show, but thankfully they agreed. My guests this week are entertainment.ie's Brian Lloyd and Dee Molumby. What? Brian D, welcome to the Telly Show.
It's like a crossover episode.
I know, isn't it?
Banter!
Yes, the film show meets the Telly Show.
I know, yeah. It's like, I'm trying to think of like examples of good crossover episodes. Well, like there was
TV
the critic.
and film, like.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
TV, like, isn't like.
Simpsons, they did it.
Yeah, Simpsons when they did it with like the critic. Remember
Yeah.
that when they had like Jay from the critic?
Yeah.
There you
Oh
go.
yeah, that was a good one.
Deep cut,
Yeah.
deep cut
There we go.
reference.
Well, I'm honoured to have you guys here.
Well,
you
we're
know.
honoured to
Thank
be
you for
here.
coming all the way in from your desks.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it was really, yeah, it was a
It's
long
a
journey.
hard trek. The best TV of 2019 is what we're going to talk about, and there's so much to choose from. So I know we've kind of had to pare it back a bit
Yeah.
from our picks. The first big one I want to talk about that we just can't not talk about is Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Do, 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 do,
We-
do, do, do.
I guess there we go. We have an air date. It's the 14th
Yes.
of April. How excited are you guys?
Very, really, really excited. Like, I think it's the kind of thing of the fact that it's the final season. They are going to leave everything on the table. Like, I mean, not any of the people who are in the show have said it. Like, this is the last we're doing. We are not coming back. Like, even like what's his face, Kit Harington was like, yeah, I'm not doing any of the prequels.
Yeah.
When I'm done. Like, so that alone is exciting enough. But also just the fact of like, how are they going to wrap it up? Like, this is like one of the biggest TV shows that's been ever made. How do you bring it to an end and bring it to an end that's going to satisfy everybody? Like,
It's
Exactly.
you just know it's going to be on a huge scale, that it's going to be all kinds of epic. The fact that it's feature-length episodes, the fact that they've
Yeah.
been saying there's more like special effects CGI than ever before. And I mean, we've waited so long for it. It's so
I
exciting.
know. They were saying it's the biggest battle scene that's ever been seen. I can't even say it.
I know what you mean. Yeah, yeah. On
Biggest
TV.
battle scene ever seen on film and TV.
Yeah, how like.
I know, and it's Miguel Sapochnik. I don't think I'm saying his name right, but
Yeah.
he's the guy that did Battle of the Bastards, which I think is like one of the best TV episodes
Really well
of the
done.
ever. You
Yeah.
know? So yeah, I'm very excited about it. We've no full trailer yet to go on, but we just know shit's gonna go down, I guess.
Yeah, and like to be fair, like I kind of appreciate the fact that they are really holding back, because you know yourself, like I mean, it's the same with movies. Like if they show too much of it, like you've seen everything,
Yeah.
you've seen all the beats that there is to see.
Well, the
like.
two of them, Benioff and Wise, that do the show, were like, we don't want to do a trailer.
Yeah.
And then they said they went to the cinema and saw a trailer for Westworld, and they were like, well, actually, that looks pretty good.
Yeah.
We will. But in
maybe.
one way, because it's the same, it's like, you don't actually want to see too much about what happens.
Yeah.
But I think, I don't know, was I reading somewhere, they won't show anything past like the first couple of episodes in the trailer.
Oh,
So
yeah,
they're really
that's-
just going to
that's
like
better,
give
yeah.
you the basics of like just enough to kind of tide us over.
Yeah.
But yeah, very excited about that. We do know that it opens in Winterfell. That's about all they've given away.
And that's-
it's going to kind of mirror the arrival of the first episode when
When Robert turned
Robert
up,
up,
yeah. I get that. Yeah, I mean, like I think the fact that like it's been a journey of like the Stark children returning to Winterfell and them all being there at the same time.
Yeah.
Like, so that kind of that emotional, how do you say, conclusion to that end of the story, I think is really exciting.
Yeah.
Then again, I just want to see like literally what's going to happen. Like, how are they going to do
What
it?
for both of you? What's the one thing that has to happen for you in the final season?
I really want to split up. Oh my God, I can't remember their names.
Oh, this happens to me as well. It's been 2
Jon
years.
Snow and
Daenerys. Oh yeah, that's big for you.
Auntie Daenerys, why?
Yeah.
It's just so gross.
I know.
Please, oh God, like they're gonna find out. They're gonna have to find out, and just the cringeworthiness of that scene is gonna be atrocious. But I can't wait to see it.
I know. It's just, it's going to be so interesting how they handle that because, I don't know.
Yeah.
What about you?
Clegane.
Oh, yes.
I need to see Clegane. The hype continues, okay? I just I just need the big foam one Clegane. For anyone who doesn't know what Clegane is, it's basically the hound on the mountain have to fight.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I've got to see that. I don't care about anything else. I need that. And
Give the people what they want.
Yeah, and like the thing of it is that they've been teasing it the whole way through, like, and it's always just been like, oh, it's about to happen. Oh my God, it's about to happen, and then it's like, no, it didn't happen.
Yeah.
I just need to see how they're going to do it. Like, I can't wait. Like, that's the bit for me. Like,
yeah, absolutely. And moving past Game of Thrones, what is another show, Brian, for you that you're really looking forward to in 2019?
Well, for returning or for just a new?
For returning or new, whichever one.
I'll go for returning. I'll say Star Trek Discovery, which is starting back this Friday the 18th.
Yes.
On Netflix. I've seen the first 3 episodes of it. There is a review now on site that you can read. I loved it. I really did enjoy it. I thought it was a real return to form. Because like the first season was really dense and they were trying something different, which I appreciated, but I don't think it worked. This, on the other hand, feels really like classic Trek. Like they've got Anson Mount, who people will know from Hell on Wheels. He plays Captain Pike. He's like the new captain of the Discovery, but people will know him from like the old episodes and from the 2000 the movies. He's great in it. I will also throw out Watchmen, HBO's Watchmen.
Yes.
Now, I have seen little clips of it. I don't know what they're going to do with it, but I'm really excited. In fact,
HBO as well.
It's HBO, so you think, okay, it's going to be good. And the fact they've got Damon Lindelof, who people will know from Lost, The Leftovers.
Yes.
The fact that he's in charge of it, and the fact that he wrote this lovely big letter about what he was going to do at Watchmen, and that, for him, it wasn't a reboot. This was a sequel. This was a continuation of it. And just the fact that, it's such a rich story, and it has such a weight to it that I think it's perfect for a TV series. There's so much going on in it that it will perfectly work as a television series, that it can be, it can be broadened out, and that it can be, parts of it can be explored, and also as well, it can be experimental as well. Like, it doesn't have to be this big, huge blockbuster. It can get really weird with it. So that's what I'm excited for.
Yay, they sound great. And Dee, what about you?
I am so excited for The Crown season 3.
I know, so am I.
Especially
it's so
Olivia
British.
Colman, like.
But it's good. Olivia Colman.
Ever since The Favourite as well. Like, finally everybody knows who Olivia Colman is. It's taken way too long for her to become, like, a household name and everything. So she's going to be Queen Elizabeth, taking over, obviously, from Claire Foy, who did an absolutely brilliant job in the first 2 seasons. But I also really appreciate that they said from a very early stage that they were going to recast her as she got older, which I love seeing, because obviously there are limited roles for women in film and TV as it is, but especially for older women. So I really appreciate the fact that they're bringing these characters to the forefront. And like I said, Olivia Colman, it's totally deserved. I'm also really excited to see Helena Bonham Carter come into the role of Margaret. Because remember, her origins were in stuff like, A Room with a View and everything. So her roots have always been in like costume drama. And I know she went a bit crazy with the Harry Potter and the Tim Burton stuff and all of that. But I'm really excited to see her like return to form.
Yeah. I wonder how long it will take to actually adjust to the new characters, or will they sort of? They're all really good actors, so I'd imagine it'll be a soft enough adjustment. But it still will feel strange not to see Claire Foy in that role.
I guess the fact that it's the whole thing of the fact that it's gonna. I'm assuming there's a time jump that it'll move 10 years.
Each season is a decade kind of. So we kind of got to the point now where Queen Elizabeth will be kind of entering her 40s.
Yeah.
So they were, even though in fairness, as the likes of True Detective have shown, they can do amazing work with CGI now. So they probably could have got her to play an older version,
easily.
Yeah. But the director just didn't want to go down that route.
And that's to be fair, because I just think that, it's better to have an actor who is of that age rather than have a young actor pretend to be that.
Yeah.
It's just more convincing.
Yeah. And this season sees the introduction of Princess Diana as a character,
Yeah,
right? So that'll be
very
really
early
interesting
days,
to see.
but
exactly.
It'll be gas now if it goes all the way up to like Meghan Markle time, which I imagine it will.
I'd love to see that.
Yeah, down the line.
Yeah, I did like. Yeah, I mean, I have to say, like, I'll admit, the first episode, I was like, oh, this is crap. This is just like boring.
I wasn't mad about the first
Neither was
episode.
I think I watched the first 3 episodes, and then it was only coming up to season 2. I went back and finished it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I really enjoy it now. It looks so impressive. Like it is, very,
It's so lush, like
cinematography
it's
and
so
everything.
lush.
Exactly. Yeah. Another one I'm really looking forward to returning is Big Little Lies season 2.
Yes.
Even though I was very hesitant about them doing a second season of the show, but I think hopefully with the addition of Meryl Streep now, who comes back asking questions about the murder of Perry, that will kind of bring an added oomph to it. But I really hope it's not going to be a case of like 2 episodes in where it's like, oh, it was perfect. Why did you do this?
It seems to be a new trend because they did it with 13 Reasons Why as well, in that they went past the actual book material. And I remember that season worked to like a certain regard with regards to kind of continuing on exploring the themes that were set up in 13 Reasons Why, but it had its issues, and I'd imagine Big Little Lies might be something similar, but I still am really excited to see it. And obviously with the addition of Meryl Streep, that's going to be amazing.
Yeah, to be fair, like, I mean, Meryl Streep doesn't need to do work just to keep going, like, you know, that kind of way. So like if she's signed on for this, she's seen the script and she obviously thinks it's good enough for her to do it, like, you know, that kind of way. I'll admit though, I have not seen Big Little Lies. I know it's really bad. I know, it's really bad.
It is very good.
No, I like, it's not a case of like, oh, I'm not arsed or anything like that. I just literally haven't got around to it. But I will get around to it.
But it's interesting to see what storyline this is going to take because as Meryl Streep character, because she's going to be, well, you probably.
Yeah, no, I know.
Well, you know, Alexander Skarsgård
he dies
died at the end, and she plays his mother, and she comes in. So it'll be, I don't know if she's going to be coming in as a kind of character in mourning, or is she going to be coming in like as a kind of support unit to Nicole Kidman's characters and the kids, or is she going to be coming for revenge maybe after what happened to her son? So we haven't really been told.
Yeah,
so
well, all we
really
know I think is that she's asking questions.
Okay.
But I've also seen some lovely pictures of her with like the twins and Nicole Kidman all sitting around looking fairly cozy and family-like. So it'll be interesting to see how they develop her character exactly. Yeah, like is it going to be, you know, she's going to be like lovely Meryl Streep, or is she going to be like nasty Devil Wears Prada Meryl Streep? Like, which one are we going to see?
And she can do it so well. She can do both so well.
She can do whatever she wants, really.
Yeah,
like,
totally.
What about new shows? There's a lot of very exciting new shows on the agenda this year. Is there any big ones that you're looking out for?
That thing, the Umbrella Academy that Netflix are putting out, that looks really weird. I just like, it's got a really good cast. Like Ellen Page is in it.
Yeah, Robert Sheehan as well.
Robert Sheehan is in it as well. It'll be one of those ones that it will either be, I don't know if this sounds like a cop-out, but it'll either be incredible or it'll be a total mess.
Yeah.
It just does look like it's going to go one of two ways. Like there's no kind of like, it's fine. That's really exciting. I'm really interested to see how that pans out. And I already talked about Watchmen. That's the one that I really want.
Watchmen, yeah.
But yeah, the Umbrella Academy, I think that it's the fact that Netflix are really kind of trying to push the boat out and sort of like not even follow trends so much as, okay, we're going to take a punt on this and we're going to see if this works. Like when they did it with Godless, the fact that it was like a Western series and like Western TV series have been gone out since, you know, Deadwood, and that was nearly 10, 15 years ago. Like, and they were trying to bring it back. And okay, it didn't work, but the fact that they tried, I think is cool. And the same with Umbrella Academy. If it works, it could be the start of a new trend, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. What about you, Dee? What's the new one you're excited for?
I'm really excited to see Catherine the Great because
it's tell us about this.
Helen Mirren, and it's her in historical drama and costume drama, which she always does fabulously. I mean, she won the Oscar for The Queen and everything, obviously. So yeah, I'm really excited for that. That's coming on Sky Atlantic. And I don't know much about it other than, like, obviously it'll track the story of Catherine the Great. I think it's a 4-parter, but yeah, like I said, Helen Mirren in a costume, looking fab and being all powerful. I'm sold.
Is Catherine the Great, is that Russia, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Ah,
that
very
too.
good.
That also sold it to me.
Yeah.
I might have personal connections.
Gee, really? You've never mentioned it. Like.
What I'm really looking forward to is Happy AF, which is a new Channel 4 one, but it's written by Aisling B.
Oh, yeah.
Star Aisling B and Sharon Horgan as sisters.
Ooh.
And there's no air date at all, but we do know it's this year. So I'm really looking forward to that one. I think Aisling Bea's character, Anya, is just after some kind of teeny weeny breakdown, as they describe it in the episode, and Sharon is the older sister kind of looking out for her. But those two are such incredibly funny women. So I'm dying to see how that pans out.
And Sharon Horgan's your best friend, like.
Oh, yeah,
like you're totally best friends. Best friends with
I've
Sharon
interviewed her
Horgan.
once, and I think we tweeted once, so I think that automatically.
That's like, she's going to be your bridesmaid.
We're totally best friends.
She's totally going to be your bridesmaid. Like, yeah.
Sharon Horgan unfollows me immediately.
When she sees this.
But that means she's watching.
Yeah, true. There you go. Yeah.
Is anyone watching? But yeah, that's it. There's another one I'm really looking forward to as well on Netflix. It's called What If, and it's going to star Renee Zellweger, and it's Robert Zemeckis as well. Who is
Your
Back to the Future
Yeah, my
director,
friend.
who you interviewed recently.
Yes.
So that's one. It's not going to be until later in the year, but it's about kind of acceptable people doing unacceptable things, and it's got some great talent behind it. Robert Zemeckis including it.
Yeah.
And Renee Zellweger on TV. We haven't really seen that. So
Yeah. Well, I
have
mean,
we?
wasn't she? I got her confused with Reese Witherspoon.
Yeah.
I nearly threw myself under the bus, but I stopped.
Yeah.
Is that her?
Yeah, in summary, there is some absolutely cracking shows on the way in 2019.
Where are we going to find the time?
I don't know. And you guys have to watch all the movies as
Yeah.
well. So, yeah.
Just spend our lives behind a screen, small or big.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Guys, thanks a million for coming in.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks.
That's it from me. Really hope you enjoyed the show. Remember, you can also listen to all of the interviews from the Telly Show to date on iTunes, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. Catch you next week.